Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Crow's Newsletter. This week we got a good few games that I personally think are very good and very well done, and the story of the game is done, but I have very little detail on some of the games on how the gameplay is, but we'll get to that just right now. Actually right now. So let's get started before we do anything. Now, the first game on the list is called Nero: Nothing Ever Remains Obscure. It's gonna be for the Xbox One only. I mean, also on the Xbox and PC apparently. And pretty much I'm gonna read the summary real quick. It says Nero is a first-person adventure game based on puzzle solving and exploration. Nero is a wonderful journey in a magic world where a kid is the key to all locks, and night is not as frightening as you could think. Play the role of this kid, followed by a mysterious black-coated companion. Discover the truth behind this epic journey. Use the spirit light to interact with the environment, explore and experience emotions and feelings that are uncommon in video games with a brand of next generation visual novel reshaping the genre. Sorry, if you can hear that, I left my window because it's my room's a little hot and it's a little fresher outside. I looked at the game. The story looked like you're going on an adventure and you can figure out why you're on this journey. You just ended up doing this journey, and I think approaching a game like that is really weird because you already know why you're on this journey and you want to accomplish it, but now you're on this journey figuring out you're on this journey already, but why? And approaching a game like that is very unique, and it could attract attention of many unique gamers on this perspective, especially the fact that it's puzzle and it's adventure. In most games you can only do one or the other, and having this mysterious characters around you already and mysterious power, you want to understand and you want to keep playing. And the fact that say night is as right here as it says, quote from the summary, says night is not as frightening as you could think. I already saw the trailer. I recommend looking at the trailer and you see what I mean, as night is amazingly beautiful in the trailer. It's outstanding. It really does play the role as a fantasy, as a self journey that most games, especially when a hero's adventure, when there's a main character, it's not really mostly about self-realization. Unlike Link, he is kind of presented that he is this, and he never goes out and he just does what he's told pretty much. But this game, pretty much, you're on this journey now just because you want to find. There is no common enemy. You will fight some enemies, I'm saying, some bad guys, but it's mostly stuff that are hiding the truth of you, and I think that's what really will bring this game to the light on a small community of gamers. And I think this game, if you could be just, I want to say just like Undertale, but it could be very popular in that small community, and art will arise from that, or some fan stuff will arise from it. Next game is actually a game I really want to play, and I actually found the manga of it. Yeah, and it's probably like one of the very few mangas I ever read upon, but I'm not sure what came in. But the whole thing is I'm going to actually read you the summary on this on Steam, because the website I used didn't have it. But it says, once upon a time, a girl, her pet dog, and 3 companions made a journey to meet a great wizard who could grant their wishes. But what if the girl hadn't believed that there's no place like home? Explore a fairy tale world through a dozen routes and over 20 endings. You're playing that girl from the Wizard of Oz, pretty much, and you have all these companions now presented to you. And oh man, sorry, you heard that. You have all these companions presented to you, and you will choose your endings. You will be with somebody else. You will have to go to the journey of finding another place like home, but isn't like home. And it's amazing. It's the Wizard of Oz, but yet it's not the Wizard of Oz. It's a world of fairy tales. You will meet I'm looking at some of these pictures. Red Riding Hood, the fox, the scarecrow, the lion, all these amazing characters, and it's well done. It looks amazing, and it's a story that tells of a person that can't find home, but yet must be appeased of finding it on her own, even with the wizard on her side. It's called Oz Mafia. This game is gonna be. You could read the manga if you want to, but this game's gonna be released 29th, which I think is tomorrow. No, it's on Friday. Sorry about that. Friday. Sorry, I don't keep track of this, and it's really nice, especially when it comes to a game. It's a visual novel. That's what I'm more interested in. I know it's with dudes, but the fact that you're a girl, it really stands out from most visual novels that most people are aware of. You know, they grew up, but lately it's been opposite. But it's still pretty sight, and the artwork is so, how should I say? It's very sketched out, made it feel unique, like it's an old storybook, been told many times. You know that rough pencil sketching. And I like it, and it looks like it's in a Victorian style, kind of like how fairy tales are laced up, you know. Very beautiful, really beautiful. Next game on the list is called Pico Park for the PC, and this is actually the only multiplayer. It's primarily only cooperative multiplayer between only 2 to 10 players. So this is like a board game, but on the game, and it's mostly puzzle solving. And what I noticed, there's no synopsis, so don't expect me from it. What I noticed is that it's, you can't really, you have to work together by force. Even if you don't want, if you want to have a character, you know, fall down, that one character could potentially be your key to your success. You will have to, you know, work together, talk. You know, this game is pretty much couch co-playing, but yet on having at this large scale, almost 10 of the 10 people working together as one unit will be very complicated. Its own challenge is yourself and the group, not the puzzles that they present you with. Because I'm assuming the puzzles so far what I've seen are not that challenging. Just working together is really difficult. Even at the end trailer saying, "Oh wait, we all got except this one guy. How do we get that one guy across?" That is, and that Pico Park is very unique on its own puzzly game. And the last but not least game, of course, it's actually called Hyper Devotion or Goddess Blackheart, and it's kind of another story for the Neptunia, Neptunia characters, pretty much. And pretty much you're in the chibi style strategy roleplay. You know, pretty much think of it like a classic RPG like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy, where you have to take turns and attack, but you're chibi style. And the art looks pretty smooth, actually. It's very entertaining that you can see your characters chibied and everything. You know, if you played any of the Neptunia, and having a chibi is very adorable. You fall in love with the characters again. And having it like this is crazy. Obviously, making it chibi makes it a little bit more obscure. You know, some things are good, like that's funny, or that's ridiculous. That's what chibi for me is. It's a ridiculous form of it. Obviously, some chibis could be serious. You could put a nice story to it. And having it on playing this is amazing. And pretty much you have a bunch of guards. Actually, I'm looking at it. You got the purple hearts, the white hearts, the green hearts, and the black hearts, aka Nor. And pretty much you have, in order to unite the nation of this world, the 4 CPUs or the console patron units complete with another and fight for supremacy. Right before Nero attains her ambition for a united garment under last station rule, Zone cuts off the source of the 4 CPU powers of their share. To save the world, which has been thrust into a state of chaos, the CPUs decide to join forces in order to bring Garmat together under one single united barrier. And pretty much you're kind of fighting for this one unity, and you're kind of questioning if this rule at the same time. And a game that conflicts its purpose is amazing. You really have to think about it before you really fight. It'd be interesting. There's a different ending. Whew. That's a lot I said right there. Almost 10 minutes of me talking about this game. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna be posting videos for this week and next week, so don't expect a newsletter. I'm not sure. I want to say don't expect it, but don't look forward to it. I'm gonna say pretty much, yeah, don't look forward to it, but do expect one the week after next week. So because right now I'm going through training, I'm gonna be back. I get my mojo going. Once I get that mojo going, videos will be coming out a little smoother again. Will come out smooth, and we can continue our lives on. I was gonna explain. Also, last week happened. I put Tetris because I'm working on a new concept, and I said, it's time to step up my game. I've been saying my second channel, my new channel, because my vlog is my second channel. My new channel, me talking about things or explaining things or how I feel, is very unique. So I did my research. I'm working on it. I'm compiling the dialogue in right now, and working on how I should present it. Should it be my face cam, or should it be an audio? Right now, I'm thinking about just audio and a bunch of imagery, but I think I might think with face cam and having, you know, the side thing, how most people explain, and I think that's how I approach it myself. It'll be hard. What I have for equipment is going to be difficult, but I have to work what I have till later on in the future. I think that's all I got for this week. I hope you guys really enjoy this. Thank you for supporting me, even though it's like a few, maybe 5 people. I really appreciate your views, because it means there's somebody that, you know, clicks on this video to see if it's good. And even if it's bad, you actually at least you watch 5 seconds, I mean, you thought it might be interesting. So I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you have a lovely week, next week, night, whatever you're watching this. Bye bye.